I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat, eat, eat apples and bananas. I like to eat.
Flashback to my childhood with that song. When you cook, it's important to have confidence in the kitchen, and don't be afraid to try new things. It's also good to start with family recipes and then build confidence by mastering what you are comfortable eating. We were joined by Brandon Matzik, food blogger for KitchenKonfidence.com, who is going to teach us how to make a family classic. Good morning.
Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
Good. Thanks so much for coming today.
Good.
You know, I think it's a great thing that you're telling people that start with things that you grew up smelling and tasting to get confidence in the kitchen from the very beginning.
Yes. Yeah, this what we're making today is we're making a homemade tomato sauce, and this is something that I grew up with. I can remember the smell of sauteing onions and garlic from when I was really, really young. That's what we have going on here. And yeah, it's really good to just start with those family classics because you know what it tastes like. And so when you cook it you take that first forkful and you say, okay, this is good. I know what's going on.
Kind of triggers and brings you back to growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have one onion here, sauteing up with some garlic and some red pepper flake. That's going to make it nice and spicy. And we don't want to get this caramelized. We just want it nice and translucent. And just watch how easy this comes together here.
I can't hear anything, so I'll just put this over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have 2 cans of crushed tomato here. We're going to add in. I like a nice organic brand. It's a tomato sauce, so you want the tomatoes to taste good.
All right.
Yeah. And then our other can. And then to this, we're going to add some tomato paste. So that's going to just give it a nice kind of concentrated tomato flavor. Okay.
The great thing about your website I want to touch on real quick is that if you are an inexperienced chef and really don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen, you make it so easy. You can just navigate around really easily and find different recipes that might work for you, which is great.
Yeah, and there's all different types of recipes. So there's those basic, you know, roast chicken, quinoa, brown rice. You can get your basics, and then there's also intermediate and advanced level things, you know, from tarts and pies and ice cream to red pozole, which I just posted.
Exactly, and you kind of can work your way up. So you can start with something simple like a family recipe, something that you grew up eating. Maybe it was a casserole, maybe it was homemade macaroni and cheese, you know, really anything. Start with that, and then you can easily work your way up. So this is something that is very dear to you, obviously, growing up with it. So we're sharing that with our viewers this morning. What do you think is your advice to people if they don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen and they're looking to get that confidence but really don't know where to start?
So I would definitely say, you know, if your family cooked growing up, just call your mom, call your dad, call your grandparents, and get those family recipes. Write them down and start there. If you grew up in a family that didn't really cook that much, then maybe start with what they ordered a lot. So if it's pepperoni pizza, try making a pepperoni pizza. And just start with what you're comfortable with.
Do you think it can kind of become nostalgic for someone if they grew up, smelling certain foods and then they're learning how to make it themselves?
Yeah, it becomes nostalgic, and you're a little more emotionally invested in the dish, and you really want to see it through and make it good.
Okay, that's really good advice. So call your grandma or your mom or someone like that to get those family recipes. Start there, and then you can work your way up, and you can go to KitchenKonfidence.com to get all of the intermediate and also the advanced recipes as well.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to make something over here, right? The cannolis?
Yeah. Yeah, and then just to finish this up real quick, we're going to add some oregano, basil, and sugar. Those are the seasonings. You can also add salt and pepper, and that's literally going to just simmer away for an hour, and it's done. It's really that easy.
Very easy.
Yeah,
this is on your website.
It will be within the week, so I will be posting this one, and it's way better than anything in the jar.
Awesome.
So
let's head over here.
Yeah, let's head over here, and we have. I'm going to start by making a quick ricotta filling. So this is ricotta cheese.
Okay.
To that, I'm going to add some parsley, and then we're going to add a little salt here, and then a little pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are ingredients that you can just get at any basic grocery store. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah. And then I have this major block of Parmesan cheese here. We're just going to put that in. And what we're making here is we're making some mini cannelloni. So traditional cannelloni can take a while. This is going to be a quick, easy, non-traditional version. So that's the ricotta filling. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Now here I have some wonton wrappers. So this is the untraditional part. These are can easily be substituted in for pasta. put a tablespoon in.
Very cool. And this is something you can also get at the grocery store. All of this is very basic ingredients, which is great.
Yeah, these wonton wrappers, find them near the tofu. They're refrigerated. They're super cheap.
Okay. Brandon, thank you so much for coming
welcome.
today. It's important to get those family recipes, then learn how to make them yourself, and then get the confidence in your kitchen. KitchenConfidence.com.
KitchenConfidence.com. Before we wrap up, I just want to say a big happy birthday to my father. Next week, he's turning 70, so it's a huge
What's your father's
milestone.
name?
His name is Bob.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Yes.
All right. In San Diego Living, we'll be right back.